Captain Pike's story in Star Trek: Strange New Worlds doesn't have to end with the arrival of Captain Kirk on the Enterprise. Pike, Anson Mount, was introduced to Kirk, Paul Wesley, in the Strange New Worlds Season 1 finale, A Quality of Mercy, which retold the events of Star Trek, the original series Season 1, Episode 14, Balance of Terror, with vastly different results. It was this vision of the future that convinced Pike to surrender to the tragic fate he'd previously been avoiding because he was made aware of the importance of Kirk and Spock, Ethan Peck, to the future of the Federation. With Kirk set to play a larger role in Season 2, this suggests that Pike's time as Enterprise captain is wrapping up. Not much has been revealed about Kirk's role in Strange New Worlds Season 2, beyond Paul Wesley's promise that he'll be more like the version immortalized by William Shatner. Having met him in the alternate future, Pike looks up Kirk's file, presumably with the intention of bringing him aboard. The time period in which Strange New Worlds is set is believed to be 2259, which is 6 years before Kirk becomes captain of the Enterprise. If it's still another 6 years until Strange New Worlds ties up with the continuity of TOS, then there's plenty of time for Anson Mount to leave the show as Pike. However, there is some contention over when exactly Pike hands the Enterprise over to Kirk. In Star Trek: Voyager Season 7, Episode 19, Q2, it's implied that James T. Kirk's original 5-year mission began in 2265 after Pike is promoted to fleet captain. However, the Pike of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies' Kelvin timeline was captain of the Enterprise until 2262, 3 years before his Prime Universe promotion. This handover was likely hastened by the actions of Nero, which created the divergent timeline. Whichever date Strange New Worlds eventually confirms will still allow Pike's story to continue until his tragic accident in 2266, and could provide a new perspective on the TOS timeline. Pike's promotion would avoid another Kirk and Spock reboot in Star Trek: TOS Season 1, Episode 11, The Menagerie. Kirk says that he met Captain Pike when he was promoted to fleet captain. It's assumed that this happened in the course of Pike's Enterprise handover in 2265, 1 year prior to Pike's accident in 2266. This creates a small window for Strange New Worlds to follow Pike's Starfleet career post-Enterprise in the lead-up to the fateful inspection that he believes will kill him. If Star Trek departed Kirk and Spock canon to explore Pike's time as fleet captain, then it could continue Pike's story in parallel with the TOS universe rather than retreading old ground. As fleet captain, Pike would be able to command multiple starships, opening up new territory for stories in the TOS timeline. Star Trek Season 1 reignited tensions between the Klingons and the Federation in Episode 27, Errand of Mercy, so Pike's fleet could be integral in the negotiations that ultimately fall apart in 2267. As revealed in Star Trek: Discovery Season 2, Pike was forced to sit out the Klingon War, so he could be seen as an unbiased diplomat to participate in the talks. It would force Star Trek to address their Klingon problem, but could provide some interesting links back to Discovery. Whatever direction Star Trek: Strange New Worlds ultimately takes with Christopher Pike post-Kirk, it's clear that with at least 6 years before he hands over the Enterprise and another year as fleet captain, Christopher Pike's story is far from over.
With a gentle touch you tell me